Hey there, Clashers. Welcome back. Willie here, and we are looking at what is possibly the strongest troop in the game right now at Town Hall 13, and that is the Hog Rider. So, is the Hog Rider really the strongest troop in the game? Well, that's debatable, but I think it makes a really strong case. And if it is not the best, it is definitely among the best. One of the most versatile troops, and we'll have 3 different army compositions that are commonly used right now. We'll have Queen Charge entries, Kill Squad entries, and then the Hog Rider Miner combination. So we'll take a look at those 3, and you'll see why I would say the Hog Rider is the best. So we're going to start off taking a look at the Kill Squad entry Hog Rider attacks. And Mini Seizures is coming in here with the Heavy Kill Squad and the Quad Quake. And you see he's got the Siege Barracks there, level 3 Siege Barracks. And he's careful to drop that Earthquake to open up access to the Town Hall without activating the Town Hall. So he's got a big gap in this base. He's got the funnel down, the Baby Dragon started off early up there. And then he's got a P.E.K.K.A. down over here, sending in a couple of Ice Golems, and then a P.E.K.K.A. and the Siege Barracks there. Of course, the King, Queen, Warden, Bowlers, Wizards, just a whole bunch of troops. They're going to punch their way right into the guts of this base and power through that Town Hall. There's the Warden's ability. That's going to keep some eagle shots off of them, scatter shots, just all kinds of things firing at the troops right there. But with that Rage spell, those Bowlers and Heroes, they're just powering right through the base. And they're about to get this eagle down. The Hog Riders are coming in over on this side, and they're going to have fairly clean pathing as well. The heal spell comes down, that's going to block off those hits from the eagle. The barracks broke down. He's got Valkyries. They're coming around the outside. They're backing up those Hog Riders perfectly so that they're cleaning up the trash buildings as the Hog Riders work through with the Royal Champion, and now they've got the Warden as well and take down these defenses. So he's got all those heal spells kind of stacked up over there, but that's where all the bulk of the defense was left over after that Kill Squad tore through the top side of the base. So the Queen's hitting her ability over there. She's taking down that Inferno Tower after she gets through a wall. So that's down. She also triggered that Tornado Trap right before she went down. So great value there from the Queen at the very end of her span there. Now he's going to hit the Royal Champion's ability, get some damage on these defenses over here, get a few taken out. All he's got is a couple of Teslas. Find some giant bombs over there. They're not going to be making any bacon today because those Hog Riders were at full health. Now it's just a matter of cleanup, and we will speed up the cleanup as Mini Seizures picks up that 3-star. One more Kill Squad entry. We've got pretty much the same army and the same attacker coming in here on a different style of base. So we will see him come in from the top side. Once again, he's going to open this up so it accesses the main buildings in the base. So he's going to be able to reach the Town Hall easily. He did not actually open up to the Town Hall, but the Bowlers obviously can reach that. And if you look carefully, he opened up the walls around the clan castle. That means the Queen's going to be able to get into this compartment here and reach the eagle. So very nicely done there with the Earthquake spell drop. He's got the P.E.K.K.A. over here making that funnel. Siege Barracks are down, and then he's got the funnel made up here as well. So everything can start pouring right on in towards the Town Hall. And out of the CC, we've got some Archers, Lava Hound, Balloon. Not a big deal. Poison spell's going to get the Balloon and the Archers down and help with the pups as the Queen gets that Lava Hound popped fairly quickly, and they're going to work through that and work into the base. So right before the Warden's ability wears off, the Bowlers do get the Town Hall down. Now the Scatter Shot's going to go down. Queen's going to step up, get the Tornado Trap out of the way, and then get that Eagle taken out. So the Valkyries out of the CC are coming in, and here come the Hog Riders in from the east side of the base, and they're going to start working in towards this Scatter Shot over here and get that Inferno Tower down as well. And once again, you're going to see him stacking up these heals fairly early. So he's going to get them all used up. I think on this base it would have been a little more beneficial to spread them out just because he's got so much splash over here. But it's going to work out just fine. His Hog Riders are going to go into all this splash damage with full health. Unfortunately, they do find a giant bomb there as they take out the bomb tower. So those Hog Riders are sacrificing themselves for the greater good, and their bacon will not be in vain because this group of Hog Riders over here will back them up. Royal Champion hits her ability, and the Warden's over here helping take out that Inferno Tower, and that's pretty much it for the defenses on this base, and once again, just a matter of cleanup. He's got those Valkyries working their way around. They get protected by those Hog Riders, so they get to live for quite a while and get quite a bit done. And very nice hit once again from Mini Seizures. Next up, we're going to take a look at some of the Hog Miner attacks. So this is sort of a hybrid attack, and it pretty much always uses a Queen Walk or Queen Charge to start off the attack. And you can see that's what Zero's doing here, getting that funnel established so that he can send that Queen Charge in and get some things taken out. So there's the Queen. He's going to be using some balloons to check for seeking air mines before he gets those healers sent in. There's Wizard over here taking out that builder hut and getting things worked on. So there's the balloon, there are the healers, and then he's also going to be sending in the king to try and take out that town hall. We'll see him come down just a little bit later. So the queen steps up, she gets the CC. That's probably the most important thing to do with this style of attack, because you don't want your miners and hog riders being hit by balloons or baby dragons when they're trying to move through the base. It's definitely not a good thing to have. So he gets that baby dragon and the balloon taken out. Lava Hound's going to pop, and he will get those pups taken out as well. So there they go, getting through that Lava Hound. The Queen works through that fairly quickly. Poison Spell is going to help get those pups down, and he's got an archer to help take the pups off of the healers on the backside. So the Queen's going to finish up those pups and continue onward. So the Queen's going to head up. I don't know if he wanted her to go down towards that Dark Elixir storage. It would have made sense for her to go down that way and take out the Town Hall. But he's going to send his king in. Unfortunately, the enemy queen is within range of the king. So the king's going to hit his ability and then get distracted on the enemy queen. But of course not before he activates the Town Hall. In the meantime, he's got the Hog Riders and the miners coming in on the top side, and they're teaming up with the Warden and the Royal Champion. He's also sent in the Siege Barracks at the top, and they've got more Hog Riders coming out now after that P.E.K.K.A. and the Wizards have come out already. So they're working through the base. He's got the multi-inferno. He's also got a single inferno. The single infernos are the best with this attack because they easily get overwhelmed with troops like Hog Riders and miners. So if you see single infernos, it's great with this kind of attack. And that's true for most Hog Rider attacks. So the Royal Champion and the Warden down here are going to team up with these miners, and they're going to get that Town Hall down that the King activated and left up. Over here we've got Hog Riders working on defenses, miners cleaning up behind them. The Hog Riders and the miners, I've said before, they're a great troop combination just because Hog Riders tank for the miners, take out the defenses, and the miners clean up, that sort of thing. And Zero picks up a nice triple. Alright, now we've got Grizzly coming in with the Hog Miner Attack, and of course he's starting off with that Queen Charge, and he definitely is sending the Queen to the Town Hall in this attack. So getting some buildings taken out, getting some Seeking Air Mines taken out with those balloons, and the Baby Dragon's going to finish that funnel up really easily, and then he can start his Queen over here on the storages. So the Queen's going to go in, she's going to be able to reach the Town Hall and reach the CC, and then continue on with her walk around the outside of the base. And you can see the enemy queen is up here away from where the queen's going to be, but the great thing with the Hog Miner pairing, in addition to what I said earlier, is that the Hog Riders will move through, but the miners can actually take out the enemy queen. Whereas otherwise, you have to have the enemy queen taken down before the hogs get there. And the reason this attack is even stronger at Town Hall 13, well, of course with the hogs and the miners both getting new levels, they've got that Royal Champion there to help push through the enemy queen, and the enemy Royal Champion, enemy king, those sorts of things. So it's great to have that Royal Champion in with your hogs and miners, and you pretty much always save the Royal Champion to go with the hogs and miners. So the Town Hall's down now, the CC is taken care of, and the Queen is going to push through. The King actually went in there and did a lot of work with the Queen. So here comes the Slammer up at the top. So last time we did see the Siege Barracks, this time we see the Slammer, and I'm pretty sure it's got Hog Riders in there as well. Heal spells are coming down, keeping everything alive as they move in. Looks like a healer, the only healer left, did swap off with the main push of the army here. So the Warden's ability is getting hit. The queen is going down to the miners and the royal champion. She goes down fairly quickly. And then he's got the enemy royal champion over here. Not a big deal. Miners are going to get her taken down. And then they're going to work through that inferno over there. They got this inferno over here getting taken down. Just lots of things going down all at once. The core of this base completely getting torn down. And there is not much left for defense now at this point. Everything's going to have to work around and get things cleaned up. He's got, it looks like, just the cannons up now thanks to the royal champion's ability. Down it goes. Now it's just a matter of cleanup. Everything's going to be working around and meeting up in the middle. So we got a whole lot of miners over here. We got a couple of Hog Riders, it looks like. The Grand Warden, Royal Champion. Over here the Queen is still up, and she has her ability. So this base was smashed by Grizzly. Alright, and switching gears slightly, we've got Queen Charge Hog Rider, of course. And we will see the Queen Charge coming in right at the Town Hall in this attack. P.E.K.K.A over there at the enemy king, getting that side of the funnel. And then the king down here, he's going to get that funnel set and then work down along that side of the base, getting quite a few things taken out along the way. Here come the healers. Of course, he sent that balloon, checking for any seeking air mines. That is incredibly important with any Queen Charge attack. So the Queen's going to work through the enemy king, finish what the P.E.K.K.A started, and then work on the Town Hall. Of course, she'll activate that Town Hall and then switch to the skeletons before switching back to the Town Hall. So there she goes, finally getting it taken down. She's going to be able to work in, get that enemy CC lured and taken out. The king is hitting his ability down here, working through those buildings, and the Queen steps up, taking out the air defense there, and then the Expo before she finally gets the CC lured. So this CC is a triple ice golem. And something I was thinking about is you could probably actually ignore the ice golem CC if you know it's an ice golem CC and you don't have to lure it. Because the ice golems don't do a lot of damage and they're not going to have much effect on your Hog Riders. So he sent a couple Hog Riders up here that takes down that archer tower. Now the rest of the Hog Riders are coming down while that Queen works on those ice golems over there. So he's got a whole lot of defenses packed in this little area, and a whole lot of Hog Riders are coming in to take these defenses down. So those eagle shots land. He's going to hit his Warden's ability now, and they're going to move in and start working towards that eagle. So the scatter shot goes down. He does have his Royal Champion there working on the enemy Royal Champion, and the enemy Queen got taken down with the help of a skeleton spell. I did miss that earlier. That happened pretty early on when the Hog Riders started working their way in. So the Stone Slammer pops, it drops more Hog Riders onto the field, and the defenses are going down. Looks like he's got an Expo over here with the bomb tower. He is out of heal spells though, so the bomb tower is going to do quite a bit of damage. Then he finds a giant bomb. Those hogs are low on health, but they're still alive. Now all they have to do is work over to that hidden Tesla, finding some more bombs along the way. But he does get a healer swap, even though it doesn't matter a whole lot at this point, because the defenses are down, and JD9 is going to pick up this triple for Golden X. Alright, coming in with another Queen Charge Hog Rider attack, we've got Ronnie, and he's going to be taking his queen down this channel here. And speaking of channels, Ronnie actually covers attacks for Golden X as well in his own YouTube channel, and he actually breaks down this attack much further than I'm going to. So if you want to check that out, I'm linking that video down in the description below. Also, take some time to check out his other videos. He breaks down a whole lot of different attacks, and definitely worth taking a look at that and subscribing to him. But in the meantime, like I mentioned earlier, he's sending his queen down the channel here, and she's going to get a ton of value. So she's taking out wizard towers. She's going to be able to take out the enemy CC, the enemy queen, expos, the eagle. I don't know if I said town hall already, but I can say it again. She's going to take out the town hall. But right now she's working on that lava hound, And the poison's down. That's going to help get the pups out of the way. And she's also going to take out the ice golem. She actually takes out the ice golem before the pups, which hurts a little bit with the pups, but they're not actually targeting the healers, so not a problem. And there is also a wizard there to help take out the pups. So now that that's out of the way, she can continue working onwards. And she's going to head in, get that Inferno Tower taken down. I don't think I mentioned that either, but she's going to get an Inferno Tower. So there's the next Rage spell. The Rage helps with the healers, of course, but it also gives the Queen that extra damage boost so she can work through all of these buildings. So there she goes, taking that eagle down. She does have the scatter shots on her. She's going to take down this scatter shot over here, obviously in range. The Town Hall is targeting the healers. I think he may have wanted that free spell to hit the scatter shot and the Town Hall, but it wasn't quite able to extend that far. But I think he only lost one healer anyway, so not a big deal. In the meantime, we're going to take a little bit of focus over here to the Hog Riders that are coming in. Just an absolute ton of Hog Riders coming in from the east, and they're working through these buildings fairly quickly. The Warden's ability there, that keeps that giant bomb and the wizard tower damage off of them. And he's got one more heal and one more freeze as well. And he's going to get that heal in there over here by the bomb tower, because that's the last of the splash damage on the base. And they're working in now through the expo. The bomb tower actually goes down. The Queen is still going over here, and it does not look like she's going to be stopping. She did get pretty low in health, and it looks like he actually swags the heal. Not going to need it at all. He drops in the last few cleanup troops on the back end. Wizards coming in. A lot of Hog Riders still left on the field. Queen still at Royal Champion. This base was absolutely smashed, and it's thanks to that Queen Charge entry, which got absolutely massive value. So for the last attack of this replay, and I swear this isn't intentional, but we do have Ronnie coming in once again with the Queen Charge Lalo. And again, this was a attack that he breaks down in his latest video that is linked down below. And he's got the Queen Charge Lalo, and you'll see something a little bit different coming in on the back end. And the Queen Charge is going in. He's going to be able to get her in there and go for that Town Hall. Queen's actually getting kind of low in health there. He's got to get that Rage spell down. He does get it down just in time, so the Queen's going to be able to heal back up without burning the ability. So she's going to work through those Skelly spells over there. King's over here working on the Witch, actually. So that may not have been a Skelly trap. It may have been just skeletons from the Witch. But he does have the poison, so that's going to help get the Witch taken care of. She will step up into the poison, and that's a big deal if you don't get the Witch in the poison, because she just constantly spawns skeletons. But the Witch will get taken out by the poison, so will most of these lava pups, and then the Queen will finish working through those, step up and take out the Town Hall as well as the enemy Queen. So there's the next Rage spell. She's going to need that to push through these heavier buildings over here and stay alive as that Town Hall fires at her. So Town Hall is down. Now she's going to work on the enemy Queen and the actual CC. The troops are gone, but she'll take out that building and then continue forward with her charge. So there's another Rage spell down. She's going to be taking a lot of point defense here. Takes down the air sweeper. That's actually helpful to keep her healers on her. She does have to burn her ability there, but now the Hog Riders are coming in down here at the bottom. A whole lot of traps and damage going on. You got those giant bombs, the Infernos, scatter shot, but the Warden's abilities there and working through the scatter shot. Here's the blimp from the top side, like I mentioned earlier, something a little bit different with balloons and a haste. So you might be wondering, why take a blimp up there? And two reasons. One, you can control much more easily where the blimp's going to go because it makes a V-line for the Town Hall. And the second reason is they added splash damage upon death when the blimp is popped. And it's actually fairly significant. So a couple of good reasons to take a blimp there. Drop some balloons in right where you want them, put a haste spell on them, and they take out some key defenses very easily. So very nicely done there from Ronnie. Something we haven't seen before, at least I haven't seen, and something I think we should consider for more bases in the future. But in the meantime, the defenses are all down just as this cannon falls. Just a matter of cleanup now, and another very cool triple here from Ronnie. And that is going to be a wrap on this video. Let me know what you think about the Hog Riders down in the comments below, or hop into that Discord server. Be sure to stay tuned for some replays out of this war. And of course, if you're going to be checking out some more Clash of Clans content on this channel, it's a lot easier to do if you click that subscribe button. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you all tomorrow.